So this is my vanilla tree harvester, and in this video we are going to take a brief look at the primary components in the system. What is it that makes it tick? I'm going to start right under here. So when I click the button, the first thing that will happen is that the dirt block is pulled down and then pulled to the side together with the sticky piston. At the same time, this piston here will push this non-sticky piston in where the sticky piston is now, and that's the piston that will push the sand up, pushing the logs up through the ceiling. Let's take a brief look at that. So right now there's a clock down there pushing that stack of sand there up. You can see moving, and every time this stack of sand is moved up, this line here is blinking, and it's going through these torches here, and this torch here is the thing that push the worker, the piston that is pushing the sand up there, and the signal also passes through here on the same tick, moving the sticky piston that takes one sand from the stack there and pull it back in above that piston there that pushes it up. Let's take a just quick look at that one more time. So this is blinking, torch blinking, it's blinking up here, and the sticky piston takes one sand block, and then the non-sticky piston push it up. So this button triggers numerous different things. This blue wool is the memory latch. I think it's an RSNO latch. And this is now currently on. You can see that it's on, but now this signal here came on when the harvest was complete, and that resets this again. Now while this is on, this is kept off, and that's the thing that holds that dirt block away. It also activates this yellow line, which is the piston that places the primary piston there, pushing the sand. It also activates this green line here, and the green line here is basically a delay for when the dirt block is placed back into position. So if I can reach the button, we can see that in action. So now it is slowly coming on, but because this is kept off for a little bit longer because of this delay, this piston, this torch there will prevent this from coming on, and that delays the timing for when the dirt is placed back in position, and that gives the sand enough time to fall down through here. This is just a power line for the signal here that detects movement in that stack of sand. Another thing that happens when the latch comes on, this here is powered constantly while the harvest is in progress, but this is an edge detector, so it detects basically that this signal comes on, and that event triggers a pulse here. So while this is on, it just triggers one single pulse down here, and that's the thing that activates the clock. Let's take a look at the clock as well. As you can see, the clock is ticking, and on every pass it triggers these two pistons here, moving the sand up. Now let's see that in action one more time. There are two pistons down here. You can see this piston is powered, pushing this wool block down here, while this is not powered and therefore not pushed. But now the harvest was completed. So this piston, this wool block was briefly moved away, and that disabled the clock. So this clock will tick 10 times and then be turned off. On the 10th tick, the signal will suddenly be allowed to pass through here because this block is placed down here, and that will allow this piston to be pushed up just long enough and just high enough for this piston to be able to reach this sand block. So this pushes this sand block up there so that this piston can reach it. At the same time, a signal passes through here, and that is the 11th pulse for the 11th sand block. So these two stacks of sands are each 11 tall. So the reason why this is placed 2 blocks lower than this here is basically this torch here that controls the pusher piston pushing the sand up. Because I can't store any sand here because this torch is in the way. So I needed to use some ingenuity to get to place that last sand block into the stack together with the rest. So this is the device that keeps this piston powered while there is sand here, and this unpowered. So there is now 11 sand in total here, but there is only 9 above here. So when the 9th sand block has been removed from the stack, this is turned off. There is still time enough for this 9th pulse to pass through here to generate pulse number 10. And this is activated, pushing that wool block down, letting signal number 10 generate signal number 11. While this is also turned off, this comes on, and that signal is propagated up here, and that's the signal here. This comes on, and that's the signal that turns the latch off and puts the system back into standby mode. I also have a line going up here. So this torch comes on, and it comes up here, turning everything up here off. So let's take a brief look at that as well. We can look at it from below here. You can see that the glowstone is removed, and that happens when this is unpowered. Up here we also have a smart piston. And now it came on again, and powering this piston will push the glowstone down into the hole. I think that was everything. A brief look at this system. Now, if there are any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I might also create a tutorial for parts of the system. But yeah, comments, rating, everything appreciated. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye bye.